But you had to put the word "sell" in the card.
All right. Okay, today is Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. This is committee of the whole meeting. Tonight we have one agenda item, and I will let our representative from the board for the Meet Chicago Northwest group get it started. So, Trustee Frankie, all yours.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know I was speaking. Well, today we have Heather Larson from Meet Chicago Northwest here to explain what's going on with Meet Chicago Northwest and future things. We're a member of the group of the Northwest Suburbs, and she's got some new and exciting things to tell us about. So, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm excited to be here. It's been about a year since I last presented, and it's a nice opportunity for us to showcase what we are doing at Meet Chicago Northwest for Elk Grove Village, for the hospitality community in Elk Grove Village, as well as for the residents. We are celebrating our 40th anniversary this year. Elk Grove Village has been with us almost from the beginning. We had to go through the old files. We found out you guys joined us in 1985, so we're almost 40 years into our relationship, but it's an exciting time at Meet Chicago Northwest, and we're so proud to be a partner with Elk Grove Village. Thank you to those who came to our annual meeting in the late spring. For those of you who missed, we did acknowledge Trustee Pat Feichter, who retired, who was a very long-standing member of our board of directors, 17 years with us, and he was recognized by Cheryl Ann, our chairman of the board, who you probably recognize as the executive director for the Elk Grove Village Chamber of Commerce, who keeps me in line, keeps us in line. Our board of directors for 2024 have many Elk Grove Village faces in it. Jerry Varghese is the owner of Your Country Inn Suites, Elk Grove Village, and of course Cheryl Ann is the chairman of the board on our executive committee. Also, we welcomed Trustee Frankie to our board of directors, as well as Jody Curie Cirincione of Belvedere and Sheffield and Real Time Sports. So we've got a nice regional board. We are a regional organization representing 8 communities: Elk Grove Village, Arlington Heights, Itasca, Rolling Meadows, Roselle, Schaumburg, Streamwood, and Wooddale. That should be 8 unless I missed anyone. And these are the folks that who work with me and make sure that we're doing the good work. Our mission is pretty easy. We are an extension of your economic development team, but our economic development comes from bringing visitors into the community, whether, well, for us, for Elk Grove Village especially, it's business travelers, right? This is a business community. That is what tourism looks like for us. The added benefit is when you have these visitors coming in, staying in your hotels, spending money, creating tax revenue, they're also eating in your restaurants, they're shopping in your stores, they're going to your attractions and spending additional money, which the residents also get to enjoy. So it creates a sustainability model for those businesses, but it also provides benefit for the residents, and of course the tax revenue helps to provide services and so on and so forth. So talking about economic impact, our 61 hotels that we represent in our 8 communities sent down about $13 million in hotel occupancy tax to Springfield. For the state of Illinois, it's a 6% occupancy tax. We generated about that much here locally, not just in Elk Grove, but in the full eight communities that we represent. We provide tax revenue for our communities. That is what we do. That is why we are funded by the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. The Illinois Office of Tourism sits in that department, as well as our community contributions. We get a small portion of that hotel room tax, and then we match it with a state grant that basically doubles our money. So what have we been doing for Elk Grove Village? Well, we've provided your hotels with 44 leads, 6,551 what we call room nights. That's heads and beds is another term that we use, which was a potential economic impact of over $1 million. So we have a 4-person proactive selling team who is out attending trade shows, finding business, working with meeting planners, corporate, professional association, as well as sports tournament producers. We work with Kelly Carbon at the Park District. We work with bringing groups in to the fields and to the rec centers and whatnot. We work with Cook County Forest Preserve. This is the International Dragon Boat Festival that was once again at Bussey Woods this year. This was an event that we originally booked up at Arlington Lakes, but back in 2018, when they underwent a renovation, we almost lost this group, and we said, wait a minute, we've got another lake, and we brought them to Bussey Woods, and they've been there ever since in 2018 with the 1 year off for COVID. They bring in 30 to 35 teams every year of 21 people and lots of spectators. You get a lot of folks from the city. The company itself is actually based in Canada, so they come in, they're here for a long time, they're eating in our restaurants, they're enjoying our amenities and spending money as well. So we were glad to welcome them back this past summer, and we'll get them again. So when we're looking at marketing, the way that we market ourselves, you don't see our marketing, and that's why I love to come to these meetings and tell you a little bit about who we are, because most of the marketing we do is in Milwaukee, it's in Grand Rapids, it's in Indianapolis, it's in Detroit. We're trying to bring people in. So we will do a few leisure ads, and we're going to talk about that in the Daily Herald and Chicago Tribune, but most of our business-to-business marketing is to corporate and association meeting planners and those sports producers. So we're definitely playing off our proximity to O'Hare Airport, playing off of that accessibility, whether you're driving in or flying in. We placed almost 400 ads last year. Our fiscal year is on the state fiscal year, so it is July 1 to June 30th, so that's most of the numbers that I'm providing here today. 24 million impressions went to our website. That's eyeballs on our website. Elk Grove Village has its own landing page on our website that features the Elk Grove Village hotels, restaurants, and attractions. Website users, we were at 285,000 last year with 287,000 website sessions. We do print a visitor guide that is in front of you. We leaned into, hey, there's stuff to do at night for those business travelers. Of course, we're very much a family-friendly destination, and we market that as well, but we wanted to show that we also have nightlife, whether it be one of your venues and restaurants that have music and dancing and those kind of things, as well as this is Hainani in Arlington Heights pictured on the cover, but we print 60,000 of these. It has an 18-month run, and we distribute it to our groups that are coming in. It's at our hotels, but it's also at our the Oases, and it's at visitor centers across the Midwest, especially in Wisconsin. We really hit Wisconsin really hard with these, and we'll be printing another one in the summer. We do a lot of social media. So we've got a gal named Karina, and your restaurateurs know her well. She has the most fun job in Elk Grove Village and all of the northwest suburbs, because she is currently eating her way through all 56 restaurants, or I think there's 76 restaurants in Elk Grove Village. So she is out there with her camera and making sure, especially your independently owned and operated restaurants, that's really where she's trying to get the word out about what there is to do and see in Elk Grove Village. Please follow us on social media, whether it be LinkedIn or Instagram. We also have a TikTok account. We have a hashtag ChicagoNW, and she does do some video as well as some static photos. So you see Rocco Vinos. We did quite a bit with microphone microbrew this year, and I'll show you a little bit more about that as we go on. But really getting out there. We did a whole golf campaign. So Kelly had some fantastic photos from Fox Run Links, and we did a probably about $50,000 campaign on Chicago Northwest is your home for golf, and we put that imagery in the Chicago Magazine, in the Daily Herald, in the Chicago Tribune, as well as a billboard on I-90 just south of Madison. So really leaning into golf, and again, more and more on social media. Talking of Facebook, we had over 2 million, nearly 3 million impressions on Facebook last year, and we had about 258,000 on Instagram, a little bit lighter. With regards to actual dollars spent, I came up through sales, not marketing, so I want to know, okay, what did that translate into dollars? Expedia is a marketing campaign that I really like because this touches all 10 of your hotels. What we do is we target visitors who are looking at hotels in Rosemont, looking at hotels in Oakbrook or Northbrook, outside of our 8 communities, and we hit them with ads. And then we kind of follow them around a little bit too. And so this $225,000 does not account for everybody who's booked through Expedia. I can't take credit for that. But it does account for individuals who saw our ad, clicked through it, put a credit card down. So that's $225,000 in room revenue only. That doesn't count the economic impact of them filling up their gas tank, about them going and hitting the movie theater. I love $5 Tuesday nights across the way here. So that's just hotel revenue, and that's our Expedia campaign that Elk Grove Village definitely, I think you guys actually get a higher percentage of visits because we really target Rosemont quite a bit. And then they can come to this side of the airport. And of course, Meet Chicago Northwest Family Day at the Auto Show. We were excited to have you participate. You were the star attraction with the NASCAR vehicle. This is President's Day. We're going to do it again. I hope that you'll participate. We were able to get in front of, they say there's 35,000 people came through the Auto Show on that day. It's the most popular day. It's the last day. All the kids are off of school. We had a bunch of Chicago Northwest attractions and some other attractions from across the suburbs attending, and it was just a lot of fun. It was a long day, right, Caroline? Maggie was there. I bet you were there, but it was a lot of people coming through and seeing the different attractions and all there is to do and see in the Northwest suburbs. I went through a lot of stickers and coloring pages. This was our table. We did get some press on it. This was 5 o'clock in the morning, and fortunately the car wasn't set up when we did this. Otherwise I would have been standing in front of it. But again, keeping Elk Grove Village front of mind with both our paid advertising as well as our earned media like opportunities like this. So that was a pretty cool thing. And then we did it all over again at Woodfield Mall. Now this is a little bit smaller. We do it in Center Court, and actually you had more Elk Grove Village. The Park District participated in this. This is actually Elk Grove Park District. It's just a little bit easier because they didn't have to travel. And we had about 300 kids come through this. So we gave away quite a bit. We ran out of visitor guides and bags, but this was in June and very nicely attended. I mentioned we've been doing some things with Microphone. We actually have been hiring social media influencers. We hired a PR agency. We actually got a grant from Cook County, and we've been using it to do some things that we haven't really been able to afford to do in the past. So we hired some social media influencers, and we created a trail, a passport, Cork and Tap, and we started at Linford Winery, and then we hit Microphone, and then we went over to Tuscan Market. We actually had about 6 different stops, and they created each one of these the 5 influencers had like 35,000 followers. So these were pretty decent Chicago-based influencers. So they posted pretty high quality videos focusing on Microphone and others to tell people about our passports. We also have a family adventure trail, which features Pirates. Well, it did feature Pirates Cove. We took that off now that they're closed for the season, but Jumps and Jiggles in the Pavilion is included in that as well. So we're getting quite a bit of publicity as a business destination, as well as a fun, family-friendly destination, and a location with things to do at night. We wrapped Ubers and Lyfts, and we had 10 vehicles drive around Milwaukee all summer, and we had 10 vehicles that drove around downtown Chicago. This image, I think, is downtown before a Bears game. You can create what they're called swarms. So for the Cubs-Cardinals game, I had a vehicle that actually just sits outside of Wrigley Field as like a billboard, basically. We did it for a couple of the Bears games. We did it for NASCAR, although we got rained out a bit. We also had them in front of Summerfest in Milwaukee. And on the right there, you see Fox Run Links. So this was our golf campaign on the one side. It was Schaumburg Golf Club on the left, and then Fox Run Links on the right. And then we had the family attractions as well as Microphone and the Cork and Tap Trail wrapped on these vehicles. So it's tons of eyeballs on this campaign. There's a picture of our billboard, Chicago Magazine, Fox Run Links again for your home. Chicago Northwest is your home for golf. So quite a bit. And then this was a fun thing we did, and I actually have a sample that I can pass around. we put an ad in the Chicago Bears. This was the Green Bay Packers game. Did not win that one, but it's actually in all the campaigns. And this is specifically for microphone. So we're, again, promoting the Cork and Tap Trail and getting people out to Elk Grove Village because it is such a unique venue and it's been very popular. So that's another campaign. We're also going to run this in the Big Ten Football Championship in their program, as well as the Big Ten Basketball Championship, which gets us a lot of publicity across the Midwest. Partnership. We're proud to be a partner and sponsor of the concert series at the $10,000 level. You had some great acts this year, so a good time was had by all. We're very happy about that. And this is something we're really proud of. This was a collaboration with the police department. I didn't recognize you outside of uniform when you first walked in. Ted Malik and Tila DeSarno and Live for Lolly. This is actually a Country and Suites Elk Grove Village. Jerry Varghese in the white shirt. He's the owner of that hotel. He's on our board and the executive committee, distributing Narcan, talking about the Elk Grove Village Cares program, talking about how to keep staff safe, how to keep guests safe, how to get rid of guests we don't want in our hotels, that kind of thing. We didn't get to all the hotels, but we did a pretty good amount of them over the winter, and we were really proud of that collaboration with the police department and Live for Lolly. So hope to continue that in the future. And it was good to just create that introduction and getting the different front desk staff, the general managers, directors of housekeeping were part of that, what to look for in the room, you know, those kind of things. So kind of dark stuff on occasion, but really worthwhile project. We are also partnering with District 214 and Harper College on an event that you are all invited to. It's October 26th. As everybody knows, nationwide, we're having a workforce shortage, especially in the hospitality community. We want people to understand that hospitality is a career. It's been my entire career, and I love it. It's beyond just wait staff and that front line that everybody's so familiar with. So, as everybody knows, District 214 is head of the class with regards to their apprenticeship program, their internship program, and they do have a culinary arts program that feeds very nicely into hospitality, although there's a lot more than just culinary in what we do, but a lot of people come in that way. So they're going to come and speak to our hoteliers, our restaurants. Everybody's invited. Harper College has their own program. They're going to speak as well, Dr. Michelle Smith and a few others. So excited about that partnership. And you are also invited on November 14th. This is the new Deputy Director of the Illinois Office of Tourism. Again, tourism for us is meetings and conventions, it's business travel, and we're not quite back to where we are. Although our revenue is back where it is, our profit margins are razor thin because of commodity pricing and workforce costs have gone up. Obviously, everybody got a raise, which was deserved, but we're going to talk to him a little bit about where our pain points are and what we need help with in the hospitality community. So it's a Q&A, it's an open dialogue, and we'd love to have you come out. And with that, I just want to thank you very much for your support and open it up for Q&A if anyone has any questions for me.
Well, just so you know, we've gone through some hotel downsizing lately, but we are talking to at least 3, maybe 4 new hotels. Okay. And so with somewhere located, they may be coming back. So we're working on it because it's changed. You know that. 3-4 years ago, you couldn't get financing. Now it's opened up again. So just, you know, we're looking at back. You do a great job for us. You get the word out. Yes, our summer concerts always like hearing people say, well, I came from Pennsylvania. Where are you staying? Oh, Country and Suites there, or Comfort and Suite. You know, it's nice happening. So that works out well. And we're going to have big shows again this year, so it should hopefully drive more people.
And we'll help boost those through social media and get folks in.
Definitely want to do that. Any other questions from anybody? Jeff, anything?
No, I get my questions answered right away.
Yeah, he's got my cell phone.
Well, I want to first congratulate you. You went through some tough years there, and you folks stuck together, kept putting out good product, getting the word out. We thank you for that. Because, I mean, someone may come here for a show, but they may decide to move a business here, or they may do something. So it's a win all the way around when you do your stuff. So thank you very much for everything, Heather. Nice presentation. It's nice seeing Mike, the Microphone Brewery, working with you so much. They got a great place going there and everyone else, and real time and the rest. So thank you, appreciate it. Everyone else good?
We're good.
Thank you.
Heather, thank you very much.
Thank you, Heather.
And that adjourns the committee of the whole. We'll go to our board meeting in just a minute. Thank you. you still here, Wood. Okay, today is Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. I call this board meeting order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Bush.
Present.
Trustee Frankie.
Here.
Trustee Jerish.
Here.
Trustee Miller.
Here.
Trustee Prochnow.
Here.
Trustee Schmidt.
Here. All board members are present this evening. Tonight, we have the Pledge of Allegiance and with the invocation from Pastor Gentek of the Trinity Gospel Church. Everyone, please rise. Pastor, if you would, please.
All right, please join me in a word of prayer. Father God, we want to thank you, Lord, for this evening as the leaders and the citizens of Elk Grove Village gather here together, Lord, to do your will here on earth as it is in heaven. So I pray your blessing upon them, for your Holy Spirit to lead them in all the decisions they make and as they plan and prepare for all that you have planned to bless the people of Elk Grove Village for your glory. We ask all of this in Jesus Christ's mighty name. Amen.
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 Folks, the flag's to my right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great. Ladies, you did a great job. Did a great job.
That was awesome.
Pastor, hang on a second.
That's one
That
hit.
was great.
That's one hit. It was.
Pastor, thank you. Anything going on? Church you want to talk about? Anything coming up?
I have Bible study tonight, so I have
Oh.
to go do that. I wish I could stay. but-
Hey, no. I'm going to give you plenty of chalk this thing. You got Bible
thank
study.
you so much.
First off,
I was going to say, I should give it to those girls over there.
they'll get some.
Okay,
We got them covered.
okay.
You got to tell me, is this not the best dressed pastor you've ever met? That looks, right? I'm serious.
Thank you.
There you go.
H&M, it's cheap. Don't worry.
There you go. Plenty
Thank
for
you
their
so
thing.
much, Mayor.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much. I
God bless
appreciate
you
it. Have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Don't worry, girls. You're going to get something. You did a great job.
That voice like he's got,
They always, yes.
like a Liberty Mutual commercial.
He was sharp dressed. That's good. Okay, we move on now to the approval of the minutes of September 26, 2023.
I move that we approve the minutes of September 26, 2023 as presented and dispense with the reading.
We have a
Second.
motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second.
Okay, so ladies first. Okay, we have a motion by trustee Proctor, second by trustee Jerish. Caroline, will you please call the roll?
Trustee Frankie.
Aye.
Trustee Jerish.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow.
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt.
Aye.
Trustee Bush.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Move on now to the Mayor and Board of Trustees report. Just a few items tonight. We get updates all the time, and some of the numbers we get in gives us a true value of what's going on here in Elk Grove, especially in different areas like, for example, our construction value. As everyone knows, we got the biggest business park in North America. It's filled, doing well, but a lot of reinvestments going in there, tearing down old buildings, putting new buildings. Now, last year, our fiscal year runs from May 1st to April 30th. So it's not from January 1st, December 3rd. So May 1st to April 30th. So we're 5 months into our fiscal year. Last year, we had the best year in our history for construction. The highest value, most fees collected. So last year at this point, we had $153 million in value of new construction, and we collected $1.9 million in fees, permit fees and all the rest. And we thought that was phenomenal. We had quite a year. This year, through the same first 5 months, we have $428 million in value construction, and we've collected $4.8 million in fees. That's not even halfway through the year. So to say Elk Grove's dynamic when it comes to business, growing, expanding, would be an understatement. That's unbelievable. So I know, Jared, you guys got to be busy as can be down there, and we can't thank you enough because your quick response, your quick working with businesses makes us the place businesses want to be. And I thank you and your staff for a job well done. And Christine, I thank you and your staff because you got to be counting money all day and night now. Try to keep. If I got those machines, I get the bank counting all those.
Singles, yeah.
Yeah, all singles. Yeah. So, but no, thank you. But it just gives you a quick reflection of how well this village is doing, and we're very proud of that fact. Also, next I'd talk about, yesterday, we filed a lawsuit, the Village of Elk Grove, a lawsuit against the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration. And that is due to the Fly Quiet program. As you know, we've been talking for a long time about Suburban Air Commission, all that. The Fly Quiet program. That's a program which is supposed to give us some relief at nighttime from 10:30 to 5:30 the next morning. And we worked on this, this is about 2015, Maggie? For 8 years, trying to get a rotation plan to fairly distribute the noise all the way around the airport. We want to spread the noise evenly as much as possible around the whole airport. So no one area gets too much impact, while one gets too much relief. It should be fairly distributed. You know, we all enjoy the benefit of the airport. We all got to accept some of the burden of the airport. And our frustration's been is working with the Chicago Department of Aviation, CDA, or the ONCC, O'Hare Noise Compatibility Commission, is they've gone through a number of, I think it was 16 they started with, and they whittled it down to the final 2. And the hope was they would submit both plans to be reviewed on which one would be the fairest rotation plan. And for whatever reason, politics or whatever else, they only chose to submit one. And our experts that we've hired, JDA Aviation, Dr. Tranny is considered one of the premier aviation experts in the world. The FAA hires him to do the work sometimes. And we know Plan H, it's called, is a fairest distribution round. Plan B has a lot of flaws for not distributing fairly. They only want to submit Plan B. We wrote letters, we've talked to, we've begged, everything else. We got notice back in, we sent our last letter in August, and we got notice back after that they were not going to submit both plans. So after our frustration, the FAA rejected, we decided to pursue it further. And the reason we decided to pursue further is there's a law in federal law called NEPA. It's environmental law. And by law, by federal law, the FAA has to look at all reasonable alternatives. Has to, by law. They didn't, so we filed suit yesterday. Didn't want to do that, but we have no choice. We're very optimistic. Matter of fact, there's already been some communications with the FAA. We're optimistic that they will give a fair look at all the plans. So we'll see what happens. But that's what happens. It's unfortunate. Politics get involved sometimes, but we're going to get above that. We want to do what's fair. We all want the relief we need at times. So that happened. Next also, you're going to see on the agenda tonight, the village is buying the Presbyterian Church at the corner of Elk Grove Boulevard and Taney. The church's been closed since June. We talked to the pastor, Gorski. Yes, Pastor Gorski. Early on, we heard about the church possibly closing, and I give the church credit. The Presbyterian Church reached out to us, the head church location, and we are buying it. It's on the agenda tonight. Our vision of that property is to be residential housing, whether it's townhomes, row homes, or single-family homes. That's one thing desperately needed in this village is new housing stock. We haven't had much. So the way we envision it happening is off of Love Street, you go in, be a cul-de-sac, and it's about 2.5 acres. So several homes or row homes can definitely be built in there. So keep your eyes open. We'll be working on that in the near future. And we again thank the church for working with us and letting us buy the property to make sure it should be residential there, and we're going to ensure that it stays residential. So we're excited about that. Next, want to remind people, town hall meeting next Tuesday night, right here in the chambers. It'll be televised live, or you can come. I'm sure I know someone out there that's going to be coming. You're more than welcome to come, and it's open to anything you want to ask. We have coffees every 3 months, and then we get more and more crowded, more and more popular people. So we decided this is our 4th town hall meeting, decided to have another one. It'll be at 6:30 p.m. You do not have to ask your question in advance. You can come ask us anything you want to. Trust me, our skin's thick. You can't offend us. You won't hurt us. If it's something you want an answer for, we're going to answer it for you. We're going to have not only all the board there, but you'll have our staff. Our department heads will be there. So you'll see engineering, community development, you see public works, you see fire, you see police, see finance, see our village attorney, he'll be there, our manager will be there, all will be there, and we're there to answer any question you have. If you can't make it, but would still like a question asked, we ask you to submit it online. Go to elkgrove.org, you'll be placed on there, you can submit your question. We'll try to get through as many as we can. You know, on our priorities to make sure we get the people here answered too. So please come, we've done it before, it's gone very well. And again, you can ask anything you want. You won't offend us. If it's something you need to know an answer for, ask us, we'll get it for you. And we got the experts here to answer. For some reason, none of us can answer it, we'll get the information and we'll get back to you. Just like we do with our coffees, we'll do it here. I got a feeling with all the people there, we should be able to answer it for you. But if not, we always get back to you. So please, make sure you stop by and see us. We'd like to see you come by. Also, anyone found the paper? The Makers Wanted race car is back for next year. They announced, Mayor Johnson in Chicago announced that they're going to have the 2024 NASCAR race. Our car will be back in it. Brad Keselowski, who just got barely knocked out this week in the finals going to the Cup, will be driving for us again next year, and hopefully we won't have a flood. I think that was the biggest rain day in the history of Chicago for that date. Almost 8.5 inches of rain. And they still got the race off, you know? So we're looking forward to it. We're excited about it. Brad's excited about it. And should be a fun time. Last item, and we do have some presentation after that. Anyone that's been following, as you know, we've been in discussions with District 59 about getting a SRO officer at Grove Junior High. We've been in discussion with them for quite some time. And last night, I'm happy to say that, excuse me. Last night, thank you. I was happy to say that the school district board voted 7-0 to have an SRO officer at Grove Junior High. The superintendent announced last night the plan is to have the officer start on October 30th, which is just less than 3 weeks away. So we're excited about that. Mr. Knickerbocker and the Council 59 came to agreement on the contract. It's good. Matter of fact, tonight on the agenda, we're approving our contract for the SRO officer at Mead Junior High School here in Oak Grove. Actually, they've been there since August. We're doing the contract tonight. We've always had one at Oak Grove High School. I went there in the 70s. That's when they started. So we're glad to see it. I know a lot of people have had questions. I know a lot of people have asked, why was Elk Grove Police there last week? Providing some extra security on some issues. School's fine. It's safe. This SR officer added another layer of security, but also working with the school administration, the teachers, and the students. SRO officers are there to be mentors to young people. They're there to work with young people. You're to help young people. It's a good partnership. So we're excited about it. We got a long history of it, and we want to, again, thank District 59 for working with us to make sure that happened, and they'll be going very soon. And anyone that saw the meeting last night saw it was a good partnership being formed. So we're excited about it. We're looking forward to it, and that should take care of that issue. Before I go out to meet the people, fall has started. The weather is not 85 degrees like last week. It's a little rude awakening this week, but it started. We want people to enjoy the season. We got Halloween coming up in our newsletter. We again got those signs. Green says trick-or-treaters are welcome. Flip the red sign if you're busy, not home. They know to pass by. That has worked very well. For someone that's trick-or-treated 62 years, this will be my 63rd year. I've never missed one in my life. I dress up. I wear makeup, costumes. But only in America can you knock on a stranger's door, say 3 words, trick or treat, and they give you candy. It's only in America. So we got to enjoy it, and it speeds up, Trustee Frankie. Amazing when you know to pass a house instead of ring doorbell waiting. It speeds up the process. You get a lot more candy in that bag.
I put
So
the red up every time I see you, and you still
I go to Trustee Frankie's house all the time. I turn the sign around to green, and I get my candy. So enjoy the fall coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. And now we got some presentations tonight. So I've had Mr. Ganowski, Mr. Santowski come join me down here.
I'm sorry.
No, you dropped it.
You did that on purpose. It's not even hers. Did mine?
Okay, Anyone that was around about a month ago, we had what year was Frankie Fest? Number 4 or 5?
No, we started in 16 for the,
Oh, for the anniversary.
yeah.
So
but
that's the
then we
7th
had
year
the COVID year,
we canceled.
yeah, so.
So it's like a 5th or 6th year.
Yeah.
Some call it Oktoberfest, we all call it Frankie Fest. Good. So anyways, we had our parade that we do now during Oktoberfest. And this year, it rained till 2 o'clock when the parade started. Then it was like, Frankie, Trustee Frankie had some power, he stopped the rain. So,
I think it was trustee Zarnik.
yeah, she may have looked over us. So it turned out great. We had a great crowd. It's funny because from Tani to almost Victoria by the tennis courts, it was kind of sparse. But boy, you went from Victoria to the end, it was crowded. So we did good. But the nice thing about it is we do a contest. We have winners of different groups in the parade. And tonight we're here to honor 3 of them. So, Steve, I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to do it. Just step right up here. Just so you know, Steve Santowski and Fred Ganowski. Fred, you may recognize, he's on our plan commission for a long time, secretary up there. And Steve, they've been running the parade. How long have you done now, Steve?
25 years.
25 years he's been running the parade here for Elk Grove. And these guys have done a great job. Fred's the one who gets everyone organized, gets them off right on time. If you notice, the parade's always almost exactly 1 hour, which is a perfect length, and everyone goes over to the Frankie Fest Kid Fest. So it goes well. And Steve's the one that comes up with the different ideas. If you were there this year, those giant horses, I know they're not the Clydesdale, but they're like the Clydesdale. He found them. And that's what we put our Grand Marshal in. He comes up with different ideas every year and makes it a lot better and all that. So next year, one last thing before we give the awards out, we are not the same weekend as the high school marching band contest. People say, where's the bands, Mayor? Where's the bands? Well, every year, unfortunately, we fall on the same weekend that the high schools around here have a large contest at Wheeling High School. So we can't get Elk Grove High School marching band, Conan High School band. Next year, it's a different weekend. So we will get bands out there. We'll get a little more music going. She'll make it better. So with that said, I'll be in charge of the chocolates. You're in charge of announcing the winners. So I'll let you go. There you go.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank the mayor and the trustees. It's an honor to be on this committee, and I feel privileged and honored and to work with an exceptional community that they put on a great parade, and it's a great community to be in. But I just want to thank you all for letting me serve on the committee. So, but thank you for that. Our first award is going to go to the best use of the theme. It's for the Girl Scouts Troop 47445, if you want to come up.
Come on, ladies. Come on down. Come on, ladies.
You can come on.
Come on. The mayor doesn't bite. I can't say about Mr. Santowski, but you're safe around me.
You don't have to say trick or treat tonight either.
No, no. There you go. You know, ladies, everyone gets 2 tonight.
2 tonight. Wow. The budget must be good.
Well, she got those permits.
Yeah.
You're doing good. You're welcome. Okay.
Stay up here, guys. Yeah, someone's gonna have to speak and get the plaque. Who wants to speak?
Okay.
Who wants to speak?
Just start. Go ahead. Hang on. Hang on. Pull this. Well, shit.
Yeah, here.
Step on up
Okay.
there. Tell us about who came up with the idea and all that with the design and everything. Putting it in there.
Okay. You want to say your name first, too?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello. I'm Minna.
What? You're good.
I'm Minna, and I actually wait. Who came up with the theme? You?
We all came up with the theme together as a
Oh
troop.
yeah. We basically all came up with the theme for the Girl Scout troop thing, and
we thought because the theme was first responders and we were the Girl Scouts, we represent all women on our float.
we
All women as first responders.
all women were first responders for our float, and
Painted police women.
we
fire-
painted police women and firefighter women.
How long did it take you? How long did it take you to put that together? That's a lot of work, wasn't it?
About 3 weeks.
Wow.
Did you have a lot of fun?
Yeah.
It looks like you guys were having fun out there.
Did you all help?
Yeah.
So Was it good? Are you gonna do it again next year? Yeah?
Sure. I think. Yeah.
And you guys did great on the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes. You did very good.
Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, come on, you're too far, come on. No, come on, that one's Steve, Fred.
Oh.
At least not have power over somebody.
We'll get the short one. Okay, come on in closer and get us. Come on, ladies.
That's right there, Steve, that's good.
Okay, now look, see that camera? You're reading a newspaper.
Trying to hide there.
It's a shadow.
Did they eat the chocolate already?
That's what makes it worthwhile, stuff like that. Okay, here's the next one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna Fred this one.
Yeah, okay, good.
Fred, you take this one.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you. Okay, and the next group, the recipient for the most original float is the Elk Grove Library.
There's the blue one.
And for those of you who were out there watching the parade, all you saw was balloons, 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 and one float. It was solid.
So who's gonna speak?
I'll speak.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
Yeah, this is great.
Why don't you introduce your
Yes.
members?
Hi, I'm Deborah Nelson. I'm the director of the Elk Grove Library. We're so happy to get this award, and I'd like to introduce some of the staff. The staff get the credit for this award. They are so imaginative, so creative, great ideas, and then they work hard to make those ideas come to life. So we have Alexandra Pedraza. Alexandra was the person who came up with the idea for the balloons. And we have Josh Fulkerson and Jenny Snyder with us tonight. So we're all excited because we know we're going to get chocolate. That's our motivator. No, but we really enjoy participating in the parade, and we look forward to it every year. So thank you so much.
Now, who came up with the, if anyone remembers, like Fred was saying, it was all balloons. It was great. Who came up with the idea of the balloon? I mean, it was
Yeah.
perfect. That worked out perfect for the whole thing. You had the red, white, blue colors. I mean, it was nice. And I didn't hear any pop
No.
the whole way through.
No, I don't think any popped.
Oh, okay.
And they were still good the next day, too.
Yeah.
we put them up in the library up front.
Yeah, it looked great. Well, we thank you. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And let's go down and get a picture.
Okay.
Come on. Guys, go on. Ladies. Give him a hand one more time. What?
Dance group?
Yeah, oh, I think they're here.
They are.
Yeah.
You may want to talk about the first
Okay,
responders.
your turn.
Marshall.
Steve, you do the last one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So our last award goes to Best Spirit, and it's going to be awarded to the BSI Chicago Dance Company. If you'd like to come forward. So, I mean, this year's parade also, was the, just on a little side note, with the first responders, I think so many people take first responders for, that they don't think how much they really do for everybody. And I think a first responder is, even if he's in a uniform 8 hours or 10 hours a day, he's that responder 24 hours a day, okay? If he's your father, your son, your brother, if you're a first responder as your job and duty, you're always a first responder, and it never stops. So, you got to give credit to these people that, the 24 hours a day, if something happens, they're the first ones to jump in on and take care of you. And, we should all appreciate our first responders in all fields, because they do a great job 24 hours a day, to make our lives safe and the community safe. So, but the BSI dance group, come on up here.
Talk about your group and everything.
Absolutely. Hi, I'm Miss Lynn, known as Elk Grove Community. Busy stands for Bring It, Shake It. It is my dance company that I'm very proud of. We've been here now for 8 years. I can't believe it was 2015 when Jeff was there doing the ribbon cutting for us for our opening, so that was really exciting. But I love it. My studio is my everything to me, so I put a lot of work into it. I really do, and the girls make it a huge, huge part of it, and they were very excited about this award. They're in class tonight, otherwise they would have been here to support as well, too. But every year I will say, they always say, Miss Lynn, when is the parade? What are we going to wear? What are we going to dance to? So they get very excited. So this is a big deal for us, and we look forward to it every year. So thank you, the community in Elk Grove, always supporting us and being there for us, too. And
Where are you located?
the girls. We are on the other side of the village, over there off of Beesterfield and Meacham, in Shawnway
Okay.
Shopping Plaza.
So if anyone's thinking about getting young people in dancing, older people in
Yeah,
dancing,
absolutely.
remember that?
Yes,
Always
for
looking
sure.
members?
Absolutely. Come check us out for some classes. And yeah, we do a nice showcase recital for the girls at the Prairie Center in Schaumburg. So,
That's nice.
yes, it is very nice. So
They were great.
They
got
were. They have a lot of
spirit.
energy. They do.
Yes. Especially after, you can see it's a little wet there.
I
right
know.
after the
They
rain got
toughed it
done.
out. It was a wet day, but we made it
got us
work.
going.
So it didn't stop them.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you
Here's
so much.
something for
Thank you.
And also, you got your guests here. Make sure
Yes,
you take
my
them all.
husband and my son.
Okay.
Let's go down and get a
You guys
picture.
want to come down? Come on down.
Come on, whole family.
Congrats.
They are. They're fun. They love it.
It's fun.
Absolutely.
Fred? Oh, this
Shift
way?
a little bit.
No, no, we'll
stay here.
Okay. No, wait a minute.
Yeah, you went from the tallest to the shortest.
We're good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you again.
You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, thank you again.
Looking forward to seeing you
Thank
next
you.
year.
We will be there. Absolutely. Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Congratulations.
Again.
Thank you.
Now, we have quite a group on the parade committee, but I can't thank them enough. People don't realize the amount of work it takes to put stuff on. From Fred starting to Steve, like the troubleshooter, it really takes a lot of people all over the place maneuvering and getting things going, and it goes without a hitch. It's nice though, 'cause I'll tell you something. We joke about being on the parade committee and all that. They make it easy. I mean, we know, Fred knows exactly what to do on parade day. Don't have to worry about it. Steve knows what to do. Everyone knows exactly what to do. And it makes it simple. It really does. But it also makes it nice for the community. Because without volunteers like them, we couldn't get it done. It would not happen. Staff can't do it, all the rest. So on behalf of the village, you two are some of the main point people. I'm serious. Fred? Thank you, my friend. Steve, no. He always brings treats for us at the meetings. I gotta make sure I take care of him tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Fred,
thank you.
thanks
Thank
again.
you.
Give him a hand, please.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Okay, with that said, we'll move on to trustees' report. Not too bad, was it, Trustee Frankie?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Kids are cute, aren't they?
I
The
loved
Girl
it.
Scouts?
I wanted
They
to
start
do
doing
it.
the pledge
I
again.
wanted to do it again one more time. In fact, we should have had all the other winners do it.
It made you feel good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. Let's start with trustee Prochnow.
Wow, that was unexpected. Thank you. Just a reminder that we still have the farmers market outside going on through the end of October. These past couple of weeks have been kind of exciting. They always provide some sort of interesting event or activity for the families. A couple weeks ago, they built the Garden Club sponsored the Build a Scarecrow booth, which was very, very popular. And then this past Saturday, we had the Pet Halloween Parade, which was also very fun and very interesting. Other events coming up on October 27th, we'll have the Children's Halloween Parade at the market. There's still a lot of fresh produce, candies, baked goods, all sorts of items available. Again, the market will go from 8 until 1 every Saturday morning till October 27th. And then the inside market will start at Christus Victor Church on November 4th. Also on Saturday, this past Saturday, October 7th, I visited the fire department open house over here at Station 7. It was a great afternoon. We had a great turnout. All the children and families that came out to see the firefighters and the police participated also. And it was just a very nice event. And then today, Trustee Jerish and I and staff attended the ribbon cutting ceremony for a new restaurant in our community called Tekka Sushi. It's right where Peapod was in the Jewel Shopping Center. It's owned by 3 sisters, and got a copy of their menu right here. And they do dine-in, carry-out, catering. The menu is very, very extensive. They were gracious. We had a lovely ribbon cutting ceremony, and then afterwards they treated us to some of their specialties, and the food was delicious. I'm sure Trustee Jerish will have something to add to that. Yes. And a good time was had by all. I encourage everybody to come give them a try. They were just wonderful. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, Mayor, this afternoon you had a couple of visitors stop by from our Sister Cities organization. They were here for the Columbus Day Parade.
Yes.
And they stopped in to say hello. And they'll be going back to Sicily the next day or two. And we're also working on our student exchange program, which we'll have 12 students here from Sicily during the week of Thanksgiving. And that concludes my report.
And the funny part is when they got here last week, it was 85 degrees, 86 degrees, same temperature. It's in Sicily right now.
Right.
And of course now it's in the 40s and 50s. It feels like the winter. It's colder than the winter.
Yes.
So, yeah, they, I don't think they like to change.
No,
but
I think they'll be happy to go back to
yeah,
Sicily.
they will be. Thank you. Trustee Jerish.
As Trustee Prochnow stated, we went to the ribbon cutting at the new restaurant today. And if I can just add, if you think you're not a fan of sushi, try it anyway. It was delicious.
We did try. I tried new things.
Yes, it was awesome. PADS is a go, and it will be Sunday night into Monday. Their first evening that they will be doing it is Sunday, November 5th. They are still looking for volunteers. Especially this year, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve fall on Sundays, and PADS site will still be open. So if you're looking for an opportunity to serve and give back to the community, please consider PADS, which is at Christus Victor. You can either reach out to me or Ann DiBartolo at Christus Victor. That concludes my report.
If I can ask, Kathy, what kind of, if someone wants to volunteer, what would a volunteer do? People have asked me that. I mean,
okay, so there are different shifts. They can come and help prepare the meal. They can come and work through the night. There's cleanup in the morning. There's serving breakfast in the morning. There's a check-in. And if they get enough volunteers, you really only have to sign up like once a month for your rotation.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I know in the past you were able to volunteer to just bake something or create a meal and drop it off. Is that still available?
That is still an option,
So
yes.
it doesn't have to be that you have to spend time at the site. You can just drop off meals to help support it.
Absolutely. And they would look for toiletries too. Things like that.
Individual toothbrushes,
toothbrush and toothpaste.
toiletries in general.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Bush.
Yes, hello. A couple of events coming up. I'd like to say hello and greet the people. Just make sure they know what's going
How you
on.
doing?
This Friday, October 13th, is our annual Cereal Bowl competition at Elk Grove High School, competing against Rolling Meadows to try to collect for the township. If you have any inkling to donate, you could drop off cereal to either the front entrances of the high school, or if you come to the football game Friday night, you could bring cereal there. And thank all the trustees who brought in cereal. We also got a huge donation from the Elk Grove Senior Center. We were over there on Friday for another event with our students, and lots of boxes of cereal were there. So thank you. I know, Helen, you're a member there. Appreciate that. October 28th, we have our Make a Difference Day outside of Jewel, where we'll be collecting food and toiletries as people enter Jewel. Hand them a little slip of paper, and they can come out and donate for the township as well. And then Elk Grove High School is also hosting a Veterans Day celebration November 9th. If anyone is a veteran or knows anybody, you can reach out to me and we can send an invitation. Some of the trustees will be there for breakfast and a nice ceremony. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Miller.
Thank you. I'm going to stay with the Halloween theme. Tomorrow is your last day to enter your house if you want to do house decorating for Halloween. And also the library, the park district, several churches are doing different Halloween activities starting this month. And I do want to thank Trustee Bush's leadership class for unloading 1,500 pumpkins at Prince of Peace Halloween, their pumpkin patch. And so they will be selling pumpkins there, as well as, like I said, the park district and the library have a lot of Halloween activities coming up. And so there are safe ways to participate in Halloween. And as you said, you know, we take it very seriously, but we also know that kids have a great time and adults have a great time. You can come to my house, Mayor, if you want. I'll have a green thing out, a green sign.
Unlike Trustee Frankie?
Unlike Trustee, yes. That concludes my report.
You don't know what you're asking.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
I was going to say something about sushi, but no. They do have cooked food there, by the way, if anybody.
It's a huge menu, huge.
Yeah, so in case you just don't like sushi like me, you can go and have cooked food.
And they take care of you. I have seafood allergies, so I mentioned that right away, and they whipped up something that was just vegetables and guaranteed me, which made me feel a lot more secure trying something.
Good.
And beautiful interior.
Yeah, obviously you're here still, so it didn't
So far, so good.
affect you. I just want to bring up one point. I've been asked many times over the last week or so, what are those bands on the fire hydrants? They're not just there to show people where the fire hydrants are, even though they are great. You can see them from 5 blocks away, basically. But the color of the band signifies the flow rate of the hydrant. Am I correct? So we've gone through, not we, but the fire department, and checked all those. They're checked all the time for the flow rates. So that indicates to the fire department if they need more flow rate, what hydrant to stop at, and saves time. So,
Well, hang on, let's ask. Okay, blue seems to be the most you see, the blue ones. What is that? Is that good, bad, high, low?
Want to make sure we thank Public Works for taking care of that. They actually do the flow tests on the hydrants and rate the capacity of the hydrants and have been putting the markers on them as well. So it's Public Works who took care of that project. So thank you for that.
Well, what is blue? Is that?
It's the highest rated.
Blue is
That's
best.
good.
Right.
The blue. What is it orange or red, the other one?
There is a red and there is an orange.
Oh, there's both.
Yeah.
What is red?
Well, red would be the lowest amount of flow, but it doesn't mean bad. It's just these international colors that there's a green, there's a blue, there's an orange, there's a red. But again, red doesn't necessarily mean bad. It just means
The flow
signifies it's the lowest amount of flow.
And orange is in the middle. What's green? I have not seen any green ones.
There are some. I don't know where they're at.
But that's the highest flow.
No, blue's the highest.
Blue.
Oh, blue's highest. Then what? Green.
Green, orange, and red. I think
Okay.
it is. Yep.
So that's why. I know it's like by us on Chelmsford, it's either orange or red. Besides all the rest are blue, but there's orange or red. So that's just the one that's got less flow.
Correct.
So they're all good.
Yes.
It just now is that so you can quicker for the fire department to identify as they're going down the street. They know all that one what they got right away. Okay. So it speeds up the response. Okay. Well, thank you.
It was part of the ISO rating for the fire department. It's one of the
Requirements?
suggested requirements to help get a better score. And so that's why we did that. It also helps us with our accreditation, because we're working toward our accreditation as well.
Right.
So it all works together.
Well, at night, if you didn't know there was a fire hydrant there before, you do now.
Yeah.
So, thank you for explaining that, but I'm sure I'll have to tell people many more times, but now I know, so.
It's all,
that's-
all blue on my street. You guys are red? We're good where I live.
But you don't know, I went and I switched yours
Oh,
with
you
mine.
covered it up. Okay.
That's
So
all I
that,
know.
that's because as trustee Schmidt would say, you're on the west side, the best side.
That's right.
Right,
Yeah.
trustee
We
Schmidt?
have all blue on our street.
Yes.
All blue. It's incredible.
Okay.
Those are plastic fire hydrants. That's all I have.
Okay, we run now accounts payable warrant. Let's first do September 30th, 2023. That's Mr. Knickerbocker's 1-week paycheck.
All right. I move that we approve the accounts payable warrant for September 30th, 2023 in the amount of $5,511,579.49.
We have a motion by trustee Prochnow. A second?
Second.
Second by trustee Miller. Everyone understands the 49 cents is the pay I'm talking about with Mr. Knickerbocker. Caroline, can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Jerish?
Yes.
Trustee Miller?
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow?
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Knickerbocker, it passes 6-0. You're getting your 49 cents.
All right.
Okay, we got October 10th, 2023.
I move we approve the accounts payable warrant for October 10th, 2023 in the amount of $376,649.42.
We have a motion. We have a second?
Second.
Okay, motion by trustee Prochnow, second by trustee Miller. Without objection, we'll record the vote as previously demonstrated. We move to the consent agenda item. Today we have A as in A through G as in G.
Wow, very.
Can I get a motion?
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion by trustee Frankie, second by trustee Miller. Any questions, comments from any board member or staff? Anybody in the audience wishes to comment on the consent agenda tonight? Seeing none, hearing none, record the votes, please demonstrate 6-0. There's no items regular agenda. Mr. Roan, Plan Commission Zoning Board.
One item under Plan Commission.
Go ahead.
On September 25th, the Plan Commission met to hear PC docket 23-8 to consider a petition for annexation with designated zoning of I-2 generalized industrial subdivision, special use, and zoning variations for an approximately 41-acre industrial area located east of Elmhurst Road near Coyle Avenue and Old Higgins Road. It was the consensus of the Plan Commission by an 8-0 vote to recommend approval.
The old Rogers Industrial Park area.
That'd be correct.
That's right. I know the petitioner's here tonight. We're going to vote it down, so, if you want to stay, no, we're good. Any trustees have any questions, comments? This would be a data center coming in, 4 buildings, 4 with 1 substation. Square footage you get about? Pardon me? 1.2 million? Thank you. Which would be one of our bigger ones. And I know it's over a phased period of time. I thank you for working with the Plan Commission and taking care of all that. Can I get a motion to have the attorney prepare necessary documents? Oh, wait, we did already. No, you have to. Yeah. Necessary documents?
Confused, but I will.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Frankie, second.
Second.
Second by trustee Jerish. What that means is, at the next meeting, the attorney will have on the consent agenda the formal documents for approval by the board, if they approve it. All in favor, signify, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved. Gentlemen, you do not need to return. Next meeting will just be mere formality. It's passed unanimously by the Plan Commission, unanimously tonight. It'll just be on the consent agenda. I do again thank you. You're making a big investment in our community. And this is, folks, when we talk about building fees, permit fees, all this is where it comes from lately, a lot of it from data centers. So we do thank you for your investment in Elk Grove. We appreciate your partnership, and we look forward to working with you in the future. So thank you for being here tonight. Okay, anything else, Mr. Ramon?
Nothing else.
Okay, we move on now to Recycling and Waste Committee, trustee Jeffrey Charles Frankie.
Oh, you ready for this one? Just a reminder that on November 1st, the recycling and waste pickup from Groot will be raised 60 cents to the townhouses and 59 cents to the homes. Go from $21.10 to $21.69 for the homes and $17 to $17.60 for the townhomes. Now, This is going to be held for 2 years. And I know some people have asked before, well, why are they having rate increases? And were we better off with waste management? What people don't tell you when they talk online, and that is what waste management increased their prices to us for the contract, and we are still well below what you would have paid if we stayed with waste management. So even these increases over every couple years is still going to save us money, save the residents money. So just if people ever have questions about these things, they should ask us. So that happens on November 1st, and I wanted to just say the LEAF program has started, and it will go on until December 1st. Please look at the newsletter that's coming out. It'll have your LEAF pickup day in your section of town that you live in. We hope that all the leaves will be off by December 1st. If not, we may have another pickup date put in. And will we also have the containers at the Public Works facilities?
Yeah, that like normal. One at Fleet, which is on the Biesterfield and Meacham, and then one at the Devon location.
Okay, and we ask that you do not put it in plastic bags. You can either just dump the leaves or put them in paper bags. Plastic bags, they have to climb in and rip them apart and take all the leaves out. So please do not, and don't bring your grass clippings or any other
Sticks,
garbage,
branches.
sticks and that. And majority of the residents are good at that, but just don't feel it's the fall cleaning in your garage and throw it in these dumpsters. And there are cameras also at these facilities, just to forewarn you. So again, this will go on until Friday, December 1st. That's all I have.
And Kobe, I felt bad for you guys. I watched them this week. I don't think they picked any leaves up, did they?
So luckily the locusts do drop early, but so they had a few piles.
Are those the rotten banana things?
No,
the locusts are the really
thinner
really
leaves.
small,
Yeah.
tiny leaves.
They're all yellow right now.
And they turn yellow, yeah.
What are the ones that look like rotten bananas with the seeds?
Yeah, that's I think it's called Kentucky coffee. I'm not an arborist, but I'm pretty sure that's a Kentucky coffee.
So you did get the honey locust. That's about.
Yes, yeah.
But we used to get early leaf drop when we had the ash trees.
Right.
Especially like my area, every house had them.
Yeah.
And those would drop early. But now, like the silver maples, I think they're 5 months away this year.
Well, like you said, though, it was 80 degrees
Yeah.
a week ago, so the trees are very confused.
But I felt bad for you guys because they're out there with the thing all the way up. They go up and down each street. I never saw them get in because we have no locust fire area. So, but they're out there at least. So we're gonna maybe have to go a little later this year. You think, like we've done before?
It's supposed to be very cold and a lot of rain coming, so we anticipate a lot of change coming quickly. So
Okay.
we'll see. You never know. It's all weather dependent, right?
You got it. Good. Trustee Schmidt, you? Oh, I thought you had something. Okay. Anything else, Trustee Frankie? Okay, thank you. Capital Improvements Committee, I'm sorry, Judiciary and Planning and Zoning Committee, Trustee Prochnow.
Thank you. No report.
Capital Improvements Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
Yes, we're working on the last phase of our capital improvements program. On the west side of town, we have some streets that are in the final phases of reconstruction. And Kobe, with the trees falling, was worried that with the streets weren't going to get done in time for the trees falling, but apparently they should complete that project within the next 2 weeks, weather dependent, because we're supposed to get some heavy rains coming in later this week, which may delay some of the work on those streets. So that concludes my report.
Thank you. Cable Television Committee, Trustee Jerish.
No report.
Youth Committee, Trustee Bush.
No report.
Holy cow. Information Committee, Trustee Miller.
I have 3 dates that I want you to think about, and especially for seniors. The first date is Friday, October 20th. The Elk Grove Township and Senator Laura Murphy and Representative Michelle Mussman are sponsoring a senior fair at the Township Building, at Elk Grove Township Building. It's on Friday, October 20th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It will feature tables and presentations from various state and local agencies focused on providing services to individuals, especially seniors in the area. The second date is October 26th. It's a neighborhood watch meeting here at the Village Hall at 7 p.m. And the third date is, again, October 28th. It's National Prescription Drug Take Back Day. You may bring your expired, unused, and unwanted prescription drugs to the police department lobby. If you're unable to do that, there is always a drop-off box location in the lobby as well. But that is actually a National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Miller. Business Leaders Forum, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
Health and Community Services, Trustee Prochnow.
Thank you. I just want to add that I did use that box last week. I seem to always be missing the drop-off day, and it was so convenient. I just took a marker and darkened out all the information on the prescriptions and dumped a whole bag of it into the box instead of into the garbage, which made me feel very, very good.
Good for you.
Yes, thank you. And just a reminder that our last blood drive of the year is coming up. It will be Saturday, November 11th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here in Village Hall. Walk-ins are invited, but appointments are always recommended. And I will be reminding you again at the next meeting. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Personnel Committee, Trustee Schmidt.
No report.
Airport update, we already discussed. Parade Committee, we just discussed. Midsummer Concert Series Classics. Okay, Mr. Knickerbocker, what's your lineup for this year?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
Oh.
This is the toughest year yet. We've got some close, but I don't know if people are now fully back or what, but.
Well, good luck, we're all counting on you.
Yeah, you're gonna need a lot of it. Surely you gotta be kidding.
I'm not kidding. Don't call me sure.
So hopefully soon. So I know people are waiting. They're already starting to ask. We're working on it, folks. It's not an easy year this year. Special Events Committee. Our next one is the tree lighting. That is Caroline. What is that? The November
20.
Yeah, the day after
day after Thanksgiving.
1 second.
25.
November 24th.
Very good. November 24th. Remember 4:30 the Crying Shames, 5:30 lights, Santa, fireworks.
Santa?
Maybe the race car.
Maybe.
Who knows? We have Santa hanging on the back of it, just whipping around. Okay, so we look forward to seeing everyone there. No report under Liquor Commission. Is there any liquor left, Mr. Knickerbocker?
I think so.
You think?
Hopefully.
Did you check?
Not yet.
Report from our beloved village manager, Mr. Matthew Roan.
No report.
And from our village clerk. Now, tonight, the tradition at Elk Grove is the first meeting of October. We expect a minimum of 15-minute report from the village clerk.
Perfect.
So, right, Mr. Knickerbocker?
I'm ready.
That's right. So, good. From our village clerk, Caroline?
No report.
You're going to say that for 15 minutes?
Yes.
Short, yeah.
Okay. Let's check on it, Mr. Knickerbocker. As usual, there's nothing under there, so no unfinished business.
Staple, maybe.
There's another one there, too. But nothing on them as usual. We move on now to new business. Trustees, any new items tonight? Nope. Helen, how's the world going? 2 weeks from today?
On the 24th.
Yep. Gonna have a big crowd?
I hope so. I will promote it.
I think last time we had about 340,000. I thought that was close to the number.
Did you bring refreshments?
No? I always bring refreshments. They always want the candy. I brought them pencils, I brought them pens. They don't like it. They want the chocolates.
Never tried chewing with us?
Looking forward. Any particular item you want me to discuss, or just the usual? Okay. Usually what I do is I go there, and I have a projection screen. I put a picture up of George. After a half hour laughing, I say thank you, and we go home. It works out fine.
No, I have feeling.
Okay, 45 minutes, but close enough. Okay, anybody in the audience wish to address the board tonight? Scott, how's the world going? Good?
Very good.
Yeah, you happy?
Yep.
No kids today? He's not used to seeing you without at least one of them with you. Okay. Well, with that said, Mr. Knickerbocker, it didn't go bad. 1 hour.
Good, very good.
All finished?
Mm-hmm.
Should we stay here and talk more?
No.
Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Look at these guys, the
Well,
newbies.
they're
Can't wait to
wrestling.
get out.
They're wrestling over it.
Yeah.
You gotta move in a
So we'll
second.
say a motion by Trustee Bush, second by Trustee Miller. Caroline, who did a phenomenal job tonight, thank you for filling in.
Thank you. Happy to
I'm
help.
sorry. I think it's Caroline. We gotta get a marker.
I have a
Write her
name
name
tag. I just probably didn't make it out. Next time.
Okay. Call the roll, please.
Trustee Bush?
Aye.
Trustee Frankie?
Aye.
Trustee Jerish.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Prochnow.
Aye.
Trustee Schmidt.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn passes 6-0, folks. Enjoy fall. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Hey, pray for people. A lot of things going on in this world, in Israel and the rest. Pray the right things are done. Meeting adjourned.